Liam Neeson is an aging blank that has a particular set of skills that can get him out of the situation that he's in and get out of the game or quit or whatever. I mean, come on. You know you've seen this movie already, even if you haven't seen this movie already. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to an all-new Talkin Movies. As always, I'm your host, the real Gino Reynolds, and today we're going to be talking about Liam Neeson playing Liam Neeson in Liam Neeson the movie. That's right, we're talking about Liam Neeson's new movie, Honest Thief. I will warn you, I'll probably have some spoilers in this review, because there's a couple things I do want to talk about, but you've pretty much seen this movie anyway, so I mean, it's kind of an empty warning. If you don't really want anything spoiled, I'll say this. It's fine. If you like Liam Neeson in movies like this, it's fine. It's pretty cliche. You can pretty much guess what's going to happen. There was a couple things that happened or one thing that didn't happen, and one thing that did happen, I was kind of surprised, but not really a big surprise. It was just a decision, a storytelling decision that it's like, it could have went either way. It probably should have went the other way. I don't recommend going to theaters to see this. It is a rental at best. Free is even better. All right, so let's talk about Honest Thief. Liam Neeson robs banks, and he's robbed, I think it was like 12 banks in like a decade or something like that. He's stolen $9 million. He's looking for a place to stash his money because he keeps getting more and more money. So he goes to a storage unit place, and he falls in love. He falls in love, and this makes him want to quit robbing banks. His motivations for robbing banks comes out later in the movie, but he wants to quit. So it jumps to about a year later, and he wants to have a new life with this lady, and so he decides. Well, first they decide, let's buy a house. He says, I want to buy a house with you, and then he says. Then he's like, well, I got another thing to tell you, but it can wait. But then he tries to turn himself into the FBI. Now, granted, the FBI, they get phone call after phone call after phone call about this thief. The in and out thief, which, by the way, Liam Neeson makes fun of the name, too. And yeah, it sounds like he steals cheeseburgers or something. But anyway, he finally convinces the FBI to come talk to him, and the head of the FBI, or at least the head agent in this movie, he sends a couple of his lackeys to check on this guy. They think he's not telling the truth, but Liam Neeson sends them to where the money is, the storage locker, and they find $3 million there. So, of course, since Jai Courtney's character is he becomes he becomes the bad guy, basically. He's just, you can tell his character comes off as a douche, and, he's got like this, I don't know, just his demeanor, the way his hair is done, you can just tell he's going to be the douche of the movie, and certainly he is, and honestly, Jai Courtney plays the part well. Him and his partner decide to take the money, but then Jai Courtney decides he's gonna kill Liam Neeson's character, and that of course goes wrong, and that's where the movie starts to really take place. As I said, you've seen this movie before. You can pretty much tell the motivations of all, if not most, of the characters. Now, there's a couple of characters that they have arcs that one of them, I'm glad they went the way they did, because if they would have went the other way, it would have been really cliche. It was like the betrayal cliche kind of thing. And one, they were going the right direction with the other one, and wow, did they tried to put weight on the movie with this other character, and it's like, no, this would have been a good moment for another character's development, versus what they did to this other character. I know I keep saying other character. It's just, I'm trying to dance around, plot spoilers here. But look, Liam Neeson he's a guy with a particular set of skills to get out of the situation. I mean, that's the movie. That's it in a nutshell. It just so happens that he was a former Marine, and he was a demolitions expert. He used to take out or dismantle bombs and stuff. Like Hurt Locker style. But there's this whole thing where, of course, that's gonna lead to a dust up with his lady love, and of course, all of a sudden, then he turns into Batman. I've never killed anyone, and not even when I was in the Marines, and I've never killed anyone now. So you're wondering if he's going to have to kill somebody in this movie. It would have been some decent character motivation. Too bad this movie doesn't have a lot of that. That just leads to some boring action. Now, granted, one thing I did like about this movie is, while they did get the cops involved here and there, it was more just like a small chase movie. You had two agents looking for Neeson's character. You had another agent trying to solve the death of another agent who Liam Neeson's character's been blamed for. So you just got a few characters running around involved in the story. Again, the cops chase Neeson a little bit, but it's more about these agents. So, but you're getting the Liam Neeson movie you're expecting out of this. There's not a lot to say about this movie. But now, so yeah, look, if you've seen a Liam Neeson movie, you've seen this. I mean, there's nothing that really surprised me. The movie's called Honest Thief. The motivation of why he robs banks it's kind of dumb, but I mean, at least it fits the character. And yeah, it leads to him being able to ask for forgiveness a lot easier than it should have been. Because while I liked Kate Walsh in this movie, you could tell her character was going to be that no nonsense kind of woman. She's very understanding. I'm not sure most women, especially as someone that's been through a divorce, her character's been through a divorce, and you would think she wouldn't put up with that crap. So yeah, you have Liam Neeson's character doing Liam Neeson things and trying to stop the bad guys who are trying to kill him. I mean, that's the gist of the movie. Here's the thing. Okay, now we're going to get into spoiler territory. Neeson's reasons for stealing. It kind of involves his father having his pension stolen, and then his father basically dies penniless, and the guy that stole money got away with it. So Neeson basically stole all the money from the bank that this guy had. It was like $700,000 or something. But then all of a sudden he gets like a rush. So he just keeps stealing. And he's, like I said, he steals like $9 million over like 10 years or something like that. 10, 12 years. And he doesn't spend any of the money because that's how they get you to kind of, well, he's just doing it for the rush. It's kind of dumb, but they try to make up for it. But yeah, Kate Walsh's character is very understanding of this. She does for a very short time, just like, I don't know what to think, but it's just like, but then it's like, I don't want to leave you, I love you kind of stuff. It's I don't even know how to explain it. It's too easy. Jai Courtney's character is the all-around douchey bad guy. No redemption for his character, and that's fine, because you needed a bad guy. Jeffrey Donovan's character is the agent that is trying to solve the other agent's murder. Um, his character motivation could have went in two ways, and they tried to throw you a red herring by showing that his character is going through a divorce. So you thought maybe, well, he just got taken to the cleaners by his ex-wife. He's left with Tazzy. Tazzy the dog is just kind of his sidekick through the entire movie. He's just kind of there. Um, you think that maybe, well, he's been taken to the cleaners. Maybe he'll double cross, right? And I'm glad they didn't. He's not a double cross character. That's one thing this movie did right. Is that you could have had that character been a cliche double cross. Like, you're trying to get the hero's trust, but then you double cross him for the money because you've been screwed out of life. No, he's a good agent, and that I like that they kept it that way. But here's the one that they really screwed up on. Anthony Ramos's character is the partner of Jai Courtney's character, and he's kind of the reluctant participant in the stealing of this money, especially when Jai Courtney starts offing people. So he's like a new family man. He's got two new babies, a wife that loves him. Of course, the wife gives him the advice of always tell the truth and the right and good things will happen. Well, they don't in this movie, because the one character that could have been a saving grace moment for Liam Neeson's character, maybe to help this or to save this character. He could have saved this character, like taken the bullet for him or something, right? But no. Oh no, Anthony Ramos's character gets killed. And it's supposed to be heartbreaking because you've just met his family and his wife is really nice and his kids are cute, and he's just had this powerful character moment, after Liam Neeson, hit him in the stomach with a baseball bat. But he's had this powerful character moment of, I want to do the right thing, and he doesn't get to do the right thing. He tries. He's wearing a wire, and him wearing a wire ends up getting Jai Courtney's character taken down, but he dies. But there's really no weight to it, and that's unfortunate, because if this character would have been a main character, like if he would have been like Jeffrey Donovan's character or something, and he died, that would have some more weight to it than this, and that's unfortunate. I mean, I know what the movie was trying to do by killing off his character, like showing there is consequences, but it would have been better if Liam Neeson's character took one of the bullets, the one that would have killed him, kind of thing, and the character would have lived. I think that would have made more sense if the character would have lived. And I didn't like the decision the movie made there. And then the movie's ending, I was afraid it was gonna be one of those. They kind of left it open technically because the ending's just kind of vague. But the ending, Liam Neeson does turn himself in. I was afraid Jeffrey Donovan's character is gonna be like, nah, get out of here, right? You've turned in the money, get out of here. Because he does end up turning in the rest of the money to Jeffrey Donovan's character whenever he knows he can trust him. So, and that's when you could think that in a good movie or a better told movie or a cliche movie, that's when Jeffrey Donovan's character would have turned on him, right? But no, Jeffrey Donovan's character, they just kind of stand outside the FBI. And that's the end of the movie. I was afraid he was just going to be like, yeah, you can leave. Take your girl and leave. I'll tell him you attacked me or something, But it didn't, so I was kind of surprised the movie didn't do that. All in all, it's one of those that, Hollywood is still just releasing the movies they have no faith in, and they're just wanting to put new things out there or things that people haven't heard of out there. And I'm not saying that they haven't released things that have surprised me, because I'll be talking about another movie very soon, if not today, tomorrow, that it surprised me. The movie itself surprised me, but it's because of the direction the movie took. It wasn't something I thought. I think Hollywood didn't have faith in it, but I don't think they knew. It's not a great movie, but I liked what the movie did, so it was a nice surprise to go to the theater and see something different. But yeah, this one, no, it's a Liam Neeson movie. Liam Neeson playing Liam Neeson and Liam Neeson the movie, but in PG-13, so that way the action is not that great. So yeah, it's not worth going to theater to see. It is a rental at best. That's going to be all for this edition of Talkin Movies. If you like what you've heard here, please subscribe to the Real Gino YouTube channel. Like this video. If you have anything to say about Honest Thief, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Till next time, I'm your host, the Real Gino, Gino Reynolds. See you later.